It was the consensus of archaeologists that megalithic architecture was beyond the capacities of hunter-gatherers and required the presence of long-term settled agricultural communities to evolve. No megalithic architecture had been found anywhere in the world that was more than 6,000 years old. In fact, that was one of the main arguments that the archaeological police used to try to dismiss John West and Robert Schoch. They said, show us another culture that's 12,000 years old anywhere in the world, and we might listen to you. But we know that there is no culture capable of creating anything like the Sphinx until 4,500 years ago. That changed completely with Göbekli Tepe, which is a deliberately buried site, deliberately buried 11,600 years ago, and thus sealed, and thus an intact archaeological scene. And the evidence from Göbekli Tepe is that this site is 11,600 years old. It dates to the end of a period called the Younger Dryas. My goodness, if you're capable of creating these 20-ton megalithic pillars and this huge site, then you're certainly capable of creating the Great Sphinx.
In 1963, a routine archaeological survey in southeastern Turkey uncovered a curious site atop a hill known as Göbekli Tepe, or Belly Hill. At first glance, the site appeared unremarkable. A scattering of broken limestone slabs lay across the hill's summit, leading researchers to believe they had stumbled upon little more than a medieval cemetery. With nothing to suggest otherwise, they simply made a note of it and moved on. However, this seemingly insignificant site would later be revealed as one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century, forever altering our understanding of early human civilization. In 1994, German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt revisited the site during his own survey of the region. Unlike those who came before him, Schmidt didn't just move on. Instead, he felt that Göbekli Tepe held a much deeper significance. His intuition proved to be right. Beneath the surface of the hill, Schmidt uncovered an ancient marvel, a series of massive megalithic structures, some reaching as high as 18 feet and weighing up to 50 tons. These stones, arranged in circular patterns, were intricately carved with depictions of humanoid figures, animals, and abstract symbols. As the excavation continued, something even more astonishing emerged. This site was ancient, far more ancient than anyone had expected. Radiocarbon dating placed its age between 9,600 and 8,200 BCE, making it over 5,000 years older than Stonehenge. Göbekli Tepe was now recognized as the oldest known megalithic site in the world. The question then arose: who could have created this monumental structure over 11,000 years ago, at a time when humanity was still presumed to be in the throes of a hunter-gatherer existence? How did they manage to move these enormous stones and carve them with such precision in an era so long before the advent of writing or advanced tools? These mysteries only deepened as further studies of Göbekli Tepe revealed evidence of a permanent settlement around the site. This new finding suggested that the builders of Göbekli Tepe were not nomadic hunter-gatherers, but rather members of an advanced civilization. A civilization older than any previously recorded. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe not only challenged traditional timelines of human development, but also raised profound questions about the purpose of the site. Why would such an immense and intricate structure be built so long ago? What drove these ancient people to invest so much effort into its construction? As archaeologists and scholars debated the answers, one theory began to gain traction. Göbekli Tepe may have been one of the world's first religious centers, perhaps even a place of worship for one of humanity's earliest organized belief systems. Schmidt himself called it the first human-built holy place, and likened it to a cathedral perched atop a hill. Others speculated that Göbekli Tepe might have served as an astronomical observatory, aligned with the stars and designed to track celestial events such as the movement of the constellation Sirius. Such a purpose would indicate that the builders possessed a deep understanding of astronomy, far earlier than previously thought. Both theories held tantalizing implications for our understanding of early human culture and spirituality. But in 2017, a new and even more significant theory emerged that promised to completely rewrite history. That year, two researchers, chemical engineers Martin Sweatman and Dimitrios Tsikritsis, turned their attention to one of Göbekli Tepe's most enigmatic features, the vulture stone. This intricately carved pillar, featuring depictions of animals and abstract figures, had long puzzled scientists. But Sweatman and Tsikritsis believed that the vulture stone held a hidden message. After close study, they concluded that the carvings were not just decorative, but rather encoded a form of information. In their view, the animals depicted on the stone represented ancient constellations, such as Scorpio, represented by a scorpion, and Libra, symbolized by a duck-like figure. At the center of the carving was a circular shape, which the researchers interpreted as the sun. According to Sweatman and Tsikritsis, the vulture stone was not merely a work of art, it was a time capsule. They believed it recorded the alignment of the constellations at a specific point in history, providing a date stamp for a significant event in human history. But what event could have been so monumental that it was memorialized on this ancient stone? The answer, according to the researchers, lay in another part of the carving. A series of square symbols at the top of the pillar, accompanied by strange descending lines. Sweatman and Tsikritsis proposed that these symbols represented fragments of a comet falling to Earth, while the headless man depicted in the bottom right corner symbolized the devastation caused by the event. In their seminal article published in Mediterranean Archaeology and Archaeometry, the researchers put forward a bold hypothesis. The vulture stone was a record of a cataclysmic event, the Younger Dryas impact. The Younger Dryas event was a period of sudden global cooling, lasting approximately from 12,900 to 11,600 years ago, during which Earth experienced dramatic shifts in climate. Geological records show that this time was marked by super tsunamis, widespread flooding, massive wildfires, and the extinction of many species. But what caused this global catastrophe had long been a matter of debate. One of the leading theories was that the Younger Dryas was triggered by a comet impact, which vaporized the ice caps covering much of North America and plunged the planet into chaos. If true, this theory would have staggering implications. It would suggest that not only did a sophisticated civilization exist more than 12,000 years ago, but that this civilization also had the capability to record astronomical events with precision. This raises a host of new questions. Who were the builders of Göbekli Tepe? How did they possess such advanced knowledge? And why have they been absent from the pages of history for so long? The possibility that Göbekli Tepe contains a record of one of the most devastating events in human prehistory opens a new chapter in our understanding of early civilization. As researchers continue to unearth the secrets of the site, it's clear that Göbekli Tepe may not have been the only place where evidence of this catastrophic event is preserved. Indeed, it seems that the builders of Göbekli Tepe were not the only ones affected by the Younger Dryas event. In the region surrounding Göbekli Tepe, another set of ancient structures provides clues to humanity's response to the disaster. Turkey is home to a network of underground cities, some of which stretch for miles beneath the Earth's surface. These vast subterranean complexes, such as those found in Cappadocia, have long been a source of wonder and mystery. Archaeologists have long speculated about the purpose of these underground cities. Were they used as shelters during invasions or natural disasters? Some believe these cities may have been built in response to the Younger Dryas event, serving as sanctuaries for those trying to escape the extreme climate conditions that ravaged the Earth during this period. Intriguingly, the ancient religion of Zoroastrianism may hold additional clues to this puzzle. Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest known organized religions, is thought to have originated in the region of modern-day Iran, which shares a border with Turkey. The religion's sacred texts, such as the Vendidad, contain stories that bear a striking resemblance to the events of the Younger Dryas. In the Vendidad, a man named Yima is warned of an impending catastrophe, a severe winter that will cover the earth in ice and snow. In response, Yima is instructed to build a multi-level underground city where he is to gather 2,000 human couples and every kind of animal. This city, much like Noah's Ark, is meant to preserve life through the catastrophe. When the Younger Dryas deep freeze ended, Yima's people re-emerged from their underground shelter to repopulate the earth. Could the story of Yima be a distant memory of the Younger Dryas event, passed down through oral tradition? And could the underground cities of Turkey be the real-world counterparts to the shelters described in the Vendidad? If so, then Göbekli Tepe may not only commemorate the catastrophic event itself, but also the survival of humanity through it. As we continue to investigate the mysteries of Göbekli Tepe and the underground cities of Turkey, the pieces of a much larger puzzle begin to fall into place. Together, these ancient structures point to the existence of an advanced civilization that flourished before the Younger Dryas, more than 12,000 years ago. This civilization, it seems, possessed the knowledge and skills to construct monumental buildings, track the stars, and survive cataclysmic events. Yet for reasons still unknown, this civilization vanished from history, leaving only cryptic traces behind. The implications of these findings are profound. If Göbekli Tepe is indeed a record of the Younger Dryas event, it would not only rewrite the history of human civilization, but also challenge our understanding of early humanity's capabilities. Far from being simple hunter-gatherers, the people who built Göbekli Tepe may have been part of a sophisticated culture that has been lost to time. In the coming years, as more of Göbekli Tepe is excavated and more underground cities are explored, we may finally begin to unravel the full story of this lost civilization. And in doing so, we may come to realize that human history stretches back much further than we ever imagined. The secrets of Göbekli Tepe and the mysteries of the Younger Dryas catastrophe are waiting to be uncovered, and with them, a deeper understanding of our past. If you found this video captivating, don't miss our next adventure. Egyptologists discovered a labyrinth underground ancient humans could never build. Prepare to be awestruck by an ancient labyrinth hidden beneath Egypt's sands, predating even the mighty pyramids. This discovery could rewrite history as we know it. Join us as we delve into this subterranean marvel, navigating its intricate passages and unveiling hidden chambers. Explore the secrets of its construction, decipher its purpose, and uncover its connection to the enigmatic Hawara pyramid. Experts believe this labyrinth holds clues to ancient rituals and showcases the advanced engineering prowess of a pre-pharaonic civilization. Could this be the fabled Labyrinth of Egypt? Get ready to be amazed as we unravel this ancient enigma and its profound implications for understanding the rich tapestry of Egyptian history. Click now to embark on this extraordinary journey.
For people that haven't heard of the labyrinth, it was one of the ancient wonders of the world. Like, this was described by Herodotus and Pliny the Elder and Strabo and all these historical figures that saw it. Herodotus described it as exceeding in splendor and wonder that of the pyramids. Like this was the labyrinth was this sort of 1,000-room structure that was supposedly just absolutely magnificent. You could have fit all of the temples of Karnak and Luxor and all of the temples of Egypt into its footprint. That was just lost to the sands of time. We've never known where it is or what it is, and it would be like a pyramid. It would rival the Great Pyramid for sure if we were to find it. But it turns out we found it.